Next question came from Cal. Cal wants to know, when does poor diet cross the line into child abuse from the point of view of parents feeding their children a poor diet? This is not an easy question to answer, Lewis. We've talked many times about areas of the country where more fast food is consumed and it's just kind of part of the culture. We've talked, Lewis, about parents who only feed their kids some one unhealthy item. We've talked about parents who don't feed their children, and the children can sometimes be taken away for child abuse. When does simply feeding a poor diet, which, as we've seen many times, leads to horrible childhood obesity, when is it child abuse, when the child should be taken away, as has happened?
That's a very tough question to answer. Certainly, you can look at the weight of a child, and I think there definitely comes a point where you could say it's child abuse in that department.
But where would you set the line, right? And then some children are overweight because, not because of the diet, or not at least because of the diet alone, but maybe because of a medical condition or something else.
Right. And some children are fed crap nonstop and just don't gain weight because they have a fast metabolism. I know as growing up, my parents, they let me eat a lot of McDonald's, a lot of donuts, a lot of those disgusting frozen dinners. And, you know, I can't believe they let me eat all that crap. But certainly, I mean, it's almost impossible to determine where you would draw these lines.
I think that this is a case where, as much as we like to do this, we can't really set a specific line. We have to say each situation needs to be analyzed individually, and many factors need to be taken into consideration, including in what other areas outside of just nutrition is the behavior of the parents either abusive or negligent? What other contributing factors may be connected to the child's obesity? As Lewis said, not all children from being fed poor diets will become obese, because some may be just very physically active or otherwise have fast metabolisms. I am not at all comfortable putting together a specific list of what the barometer is, what the parameters are, where feeding your child a poor diet is child abuse.
I think we can both agree, though, when it comes to weight, there is a certain point at which you can say something is not right here. Perhaps this child needs to be with someone else.
There is no question about that. I just don't know exactly what that weight would be. And of course, we need to consider, and we're talking about weight as a percentage above what the normal weight would be given the child's size and age, certainly. We're not talking about just, if you're below 10, you should never weigh more than X amount of pounds. Obviously, that's absurd. Yeah, there are certainly some, at least broad parameters that could be put in place by experts. Very good question, tough one to answer.